How's it going, everyone? Dry FIFA here. Welcome back to the final episode number 9 of my WCC season 3. And of course, guys, we're going to be facing off against PSG, a team that doesn't concede much goals and have been very good so far this season. So we're going to be up for this one, but let's see if we can definitely take it to them and of course win this trophy. Welcome, everyone. It's the final game after tournament, the final between Manchester United and PSG in the WCC Season 3. Now it's going to be an interesting one because both teams have been very good so far. You talk about from the quarterfinals to the semifinals and now the finals. Both teams, at least Manchester United, haven't conceded any goals so far in those last at least two matches. So they don't concede much. Same can be said for PSG. I believe they only conceded 1 goal so far. So they've been very good defensively. So both teams are a bit defensive, but also very good going forward as well. So Manchester United will definitely have their hands cut out for them. The same can be said for PSG as well. So let's see what happens if there is going to be a lot of goals in this one. Now let's take a look at the Manchester United lineup. And they're going with a 5-3-2 formation. A bit defensive. Falcao and of course Van Persie up front. Di Maria in behind. Daley Blind and Fellaini in midfield. So a bit defensive, but at the same time, if we can definitely take anything from at least the last 2 games, they're very good, of course, on the counter-attack going forward, very lightning quick. So PSG definitely have the work cut out for them, and Manchester United definitely will too as well. Looking at Imovich up front, Levetti, and of course Lucas on the wings. They're going to 4-3-3 formation, a lot of pace as well in that team, so it could be interesting. Right. Manchester United on the ball, trying to find Van Persie here. Can he get to it? Definitely moving a lot quicker than he usually does, but of course, the backtracking defender there is there to clear that one out for the PSG. Manchester United again on the ball here. That one's going to be, of course, pulled back for offside. And that attempt went into as well. Maybe that would have been a nice goal had it not been offside. Right, PSG keeper. Manchester United been closing everyone down in midfield, which is what we expected. And Van Persie's back on this one. Nice chip pass out of Patcher for Falcao. Hits it one time, and that one just couldn't dip in time to fall just under the crossbar. And instead, it goes flying over the crossbar. See again from, of course, the replay here. Look at that. Not that far off. Very good attempt. And that is going to be, of course, off time, guys. And what half it was, I can see Manchester United pretty much dominated this one. PSG having, of course, there's 1 shot, nothing on target to show for it. Very close in possession. But Manchester United there, you can see 3 shots, 2 and target. Very good attempts as well. The PSG keeper did well to save. You can see they're pretty close as well in pass accuracy as well. But of course, Manchester United just edging it in shot accuracy. Let's see what happens in the second half. PSG on the ball here. Can it make something happen? That's not going to make it to their target. And of course, Manchester United picking that one up. And of course, playing out of their own half. Daley Blind on the ball here. Nice footwork there from Daley Blind. And Falcao is now on the ball here. What a pass there. Trying to find RVP. Can he find him? He does. And it's Van Persie. And what a save from, of course, the PSG goalkeeper, who's been absolutely, by far, PSG's man of the game so far. Definitely. And as you can see, PSG is making a change, bringing on, of course, Thiago Motta for, of course, Verratti. See what he can do. All right, PSG in the bar here. What can they do? And Fellaini stepping up, winning that one, playing that one in. For Falcao, who chips it over for Van Persie. And Van Persie with another attempt. And, of course, the keeper again. This keeper for PSG is just not allowing anything to go into the back of the net. Outstanding performance from him so far. So Manchester United is making their changes, of course, bringing on Wayne Rooney, Michael Carrick, and of course, Andy Herrera. Taking off, of course, the midfielders, Fellaini and Blind, who's been very much running all game. So it's definitely about time to make those changes, keeping the midfield at least fresh to slow down PSG. Manchester United moving forward. What can they do here? Valencia just trying to get some space. As you can see, they're closing them very well. Nice one there in for RVP. Turns his man. And he goes for an attempt. And it's another save from the PSG keeper. What a save. Can we see a replay of that one? Look at that strike, a bit close to, of course, the keeper, but look at that save. Outstanding save there. Just palming that one just in time before it goes into the goal. And now Manchester United has, of course, a corner. They have to make something happen, or else it's going to go to extra time. I'm sure they'll be looking to try and do that. So let's see if they can capitalize and maybe sneak it away in the final minutes of the game so far. They play this one back, and it's a nice attempt on goal, but of course the keeper again is equal to it, makes the save, and of course now the PSG defense cleared that one out. And it's going to be, of course, guys, extra time to try and, of course, finalize a winner. I figured this game was going to be a tough one, and it's definitely proven to be so. All right, Manchester United on the ball here. That one's just blocked out, and that one makes its way back to De Gea. The defense would definitely be fortunate for that one. Spread it in play here. Antonio Valencia. Nice chip pass over the top here into the path for Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney on the ball. Can he make this one happen? And it's another save. What an attempt from Wayne Rooney. And an equal save there from the keeper as well. Maybe a bit too close. He was definitely going for, of course, the near post. And look at that. The keeper had to drop his hand, drop his shoulder, and of course his hands to his side to prevent that one from sneaking in at his near post. Now it's another corner for Manchester United. Let's see if they can make something happen from this one as well. And they play this one on the edge of the box again, and then go for another attempt. But of course, that one is straight at the keeper. Bit poor there, to be honest. So they should definitely be trying to do better. Oh, what is that? I thought it would have been a foul. A bit lucky for the keeper there too as well, that the Manchester United player wasn't able to get on that one. Manchester United won it back though. Carrick on the ball. They're going to be trying to, of course, push forward to try and create something. And it's another attempt. Looked like it took a deflection as well. PSG on the ball here, passing this one around, and Manchester United won it back. Look at that pass, a whole bunch of space here for Manchester United. Nice one here for Di Maria, and Di Maria with an attempt, and that one is saved by the keeper. Wow, it was a bit loose for there for a minute. And that is going to be it, guys, for the first half, of course, of extra time. Still 0-0. This is just not letting up. As you can see, Manchester United 14 shots, 12 on target, a little more possession, 55% now. And of course, PSG just the one shot they had, of course, nothing on target. Absolutely crazy. Manchester United even taking back more, of course, of the pass accuracy as well. Crazy. Nice play there. And Manchester United spread this one. RVP on the ball, and it's another save again by the keeper. This PSG keeper is having a fantastic game. Absolutely fantastic. Nice throw there to, of course, Van Persie from David De Gea. And look at that, a nice chip pass over the top here into the pass for Ander Herrera. There's Valencia on the ball here. Nice chip on over, but of course that one is just cut out by the covering defense for PSG. Now PSG with a throw in here. There's another clear this one out. Over the top. Is he offside? Is he onside? And it's RVP. And can he make it count? And he puts it away this time in the dying minutes of the game. Absolutely outstanding. Right now we were absolutely thinking this game was going to be headed for a penalty shootout. And Manchester United, quick transition from their own end. What a pass over the top into his path. And of course, he puts this one away, making no mistakes. So many attempts, and of course, sending, of course, the PSG keeper the wrong way. Finally, they're able to beat him. And of course, it takes almost the entire game to try and beat this keeper. He's been absolutely phenomenal. David De Gea haven't had much to do, of course, in the opposite end. But boy, did the PSG keeper give Manchester United something to think about. They have been really peppering that keeper, and he finally let one in. Wow, can they hold on for the win? Can they hold on? And of course, guys, they did exactly that. And of course, Manchester United, RVP, with of course the goal in the the last minute of extra time. And if that didn't happen, it would have went to penalty. And of course, it must be very, very much heartbreaking for PSG holding out that long and just not able to hold on that long for, of course, the chance of going into penalties and maybe trying to win it in penalties. They didn't have for much, to be honest, going forward. The stats will show that for itself. Manchester United have been absolutely all over them, but we know they're very defensive because they haven't been conceding much goals, and it showed why they've been so good defensive, because they made it very difficult for Manchester United. They definitely had to dig for this one. And this might really sound really sound bad, but in a sense, I think this is not really a convincing win that Manchester United wanted, but I'm sure they'll be happy with the win. And of course, you can see there Manchester United lifting the trophy. Chris Smalling as a captain, he's been absolutely outstanding in the past couple of games. The manager decided to go ahead and make him the captain this time around because of how good he's been defensively as well. And what a way to reward a player that's been really stellar in defense, been playing so good this season in season 3 of the WCC. And Manchester United are season 3's winner, of course. What a game this was. A game of really one team absolutely dominating another team, and of course finally getting their reward at the end. How's it going, everyone? I'm back, and of course, guys, look at that. 3 attempts for, of course, PSG, 1 on target, and of course Manchester United 16, 14 on target, 55% of the ball. Look at the shot accuracy, guys, 87% to their 33% for PSG. Pass accuracy 80% to 73%. And if you guys remember, it was very close to begin with. Manchester United jumping out, of course, you can see by 7 points. What a game. But we're just glad to come away victorious. And that is going to be it, guys, for season 3 of the WCC. Manchester United has won this one again. This is by far the toughest game we have played. I mean, it has to be up for, I would say, probably this one in Barcelona. Even though we have had some games with the likes of course, LA Galaxy, that was very tough. But nevertheless, defensively, PSG have been absolutely outstanding. They did not give us too much to really really do midfield. I mean, it was so hard breaking them down, and we had to change our tactics up. And to be honest, in the end, we eventually went, of course, a bit more offensive, and was playing really offensive, and which is why we started getting in behind, and of course created so much chances. I mean, just sitting back and playing a balanced game just wasn't working. They were just so good in midfield. But that's going to be it for this season, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this final episode. If you guys did, definitely be sure to leave a like, share the videos that anyone you think may enjoy it, and of course, as always, I'm your host, Drive FIFA. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned. We might do a season 4. Let's see what happens. Peace.